Hello, welcome back to Inaudible, the podcast that's impossible to listen to. I'm still Christian. With me today is Richard. Say hello, Richard.
Hello, Richard.
Thank you. Say hello, Ozzy.
Guten Tag.
Ozzy, I do not appreciate this in the slightest.
No.
Not even as a joke.
No?
You have to do it right.
You don't mess up the intro. You never mess up the intro. The intro is sacred.
Exactly. Om nom shabai, om nom shabai.
The intro's boring.
So's your face. How is
Well,
everyone?
I didn't. Yeah, I'm alright.
Do you know how to talk today, Ozzy, or have you sort of
I've
forgotten?
never known how to talk.
We mentioned
this is true.
Two languages, English and bad English, and I'm more fluent in the latter.
So you mean English and American?
this is exactly the same routine as we've already done.
I didn't want to go the entire way.
I was about to say, don't you mean American? But then you said it because we'd already said it. I thought, well, that's a callback to a previous episode. But then we just did it anyway.
Well, you know, we've got like 5 jokes that we just sort of recycle.
No, Richard, we have at least 3 jokes. Right. Oh shit! I completely forgot to put the game of the year up to the public vote.
Oh, so we have no game.
We'll get a double whammy next time then.
Yeah, a demel whammy.
Oh.
A wobble dammy.
Oh. In that case, I don't have an update for you.
What Wobble Downey? Isn't he the guy who plays Iron Man?
Oh, I heard a good joke the other day. What do Katie Price and Iron Man have in common?
I don't know. What?
They both had a Downey Jr. inside them.
Okay, fair enough.
Wow. Okay. That's fucking hell.
Heard that one at work.
It should have stayed there.
Are you saying it's safe for work, but not for not work? Not safe for not work?
NSFNW, and other such words. So we don't have an update on the previous games.
Yes.
Shall we head on to 2012?
It's so good of you to say so. I believe we shall.
I've been getting up a list to try and find some more other than the one I've got written down on my list. So I'm on Wiki at the moment.
What is the one that you have?
Pokemon Black and White 2, just because it's Pokemon and that's all I could find. Just for the pure reason that it's Pokemon. I think so.
Yeah, they were.
Okay. I know
Gen
Black
5
and White
was
was
just so
last
forgettable.
year.
Yeah.
Or The Simpsons Tapped Out, just because it's really addictive.
That's not a game, that's an exercise in frustration.
An addictive exercise in frustration. That happened to be released on 2012, so it does fall within the category.
I mean, true. I mean, I've been playing Star Wars Galaxy Heroes for 3 years now, so I can't really comment on Tapped Out, but...
That's...
actually,
I don't play Tapped Out anymore.
No, because it's a fucking
But
terrible
I
game.
used to.
But I do enjoy Galaxy Heroes, even though it's a terrible game, but I'm addicted to it. I've put too much effort into it now to stop.
I think I actually spent over 100 quid on Tapped Out, so I've still got my account. I just haven't played it in like 2 years.
I've probably spent at least that on Galaxy Heroes. Mainly because the Phoenix Squadron came out, and to get them all up to 5 stars immediately, I had to buy like a £10 pack each. And I did that, so that's at least 70 quid, because I did the shift as well. Not counting all the monthly boosters for the gems I did and the other packs. Yeah, I've spent a lot of money on that game.
Android gaming review there.
iOS, please.
iOS, fine.
Yes.
I'm not an Android peasant.
You're a sheep. You're an apple sheeple. A shapple.
Just a slob.
Just because I have an iDevice doesn't mean I worship at the altar of Steve Jobs.
Yes, it does. By
No,
default.
but the fact that you look down on anyone who has anything but an Apple makes you like that.
Yeah.
Your comment 2 minutes ago, it has been recorded here. So whether it exists or not is up to Christian.
It is known.
You know what? You're bloody right. I'm just going by the fact that every time I've used an Android phone, I have detested it.
Well, it just sounds like user error.
It's all I've ever really used, yeah.
It probably is, to be fair, you know. I've used an iPhone since, well, I got rid of the BlackBerry, so...
Oh. Oh, you had a BlackBerry. Did you have? Was it with the keyboard?
Yes, I had the Bold 9000.
Oh, the Bold 9000.
The BlackBerry Bold 9000. Oh yeah.
BlackBerries
Back in 2009.
They were the shit, BlackBerries. The shit, whereas now they are shit.
I don't know, it was pretty shit back then, because I had a BlackBerry when the iPhone was the cool thing to have. And then when I got an iPhone, BlackBerries for some reason became the cool thing.
I never had
BBM
one, but I heard they were notorious for breaking easily.
Oh, yep, can confirm.
Yep, okay.
CX gave me £10 for mine when I eventually traded it in.
Wow.
Yeah.
But in old money, that amounts to about £10.
Yeah, it's still the same money as when I traded it in, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Well, the exchange rate might have gone up or down slightly.
When did you trade it in?
Oh, it must have been at least 3 years ago.
Be serious, please.
I mean that genuinely. It was about 3.5 years ago.
This is no time for messing around.
It was around 3.5 years ago.
Right, amount £10. Start year 2014, end year 2017. Calculate. So it would now be.
Did you just log on, Ozzy?
I just had to mute my phone because someone was trying to call me.
Ah.
So, Richard, you got £10 for your BlackBerry, over 9,000 bold.
Yeah.
It's
In
over
today's money,
9,000.
that would be £10 and 55 pence.
Ooh, you made a profit.
Yeah. Thanks, inflation.
Nice. That extra 55p, that'll really weigh down my wallet.
But due to the rising cost of living, you won't live to see the benefits.
Can you still get like packs of 30p crisps?
Yep.
Yep, you can get yourself a packet of crisps.
30p now, so fuck off.
Oh, yeah, the Freddo index.
You could get a Freddo.
I still remember coming back from school, Oz, and going into the newsagents and getting Freddos and
10p.
booster packs and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, the Yu-Gi-Oh booster packs.
Yes.
Yeah. that was back when it sort of started to lose its popularity among everyone apart from us.
Yep, pretty much. Yep.
Yeah.
The library crew. We kept it going, damn it.
Among like a group of maybe 5 of us, but yeah.
5 or 6.
It was popular in our school. Among 5 of us.
Yeah.
Oh.
Life point calculator.
Yeah, the app you made me download when you had a Joule.
Oh my god, why do you still have that on your phone?
Well,
In case we ever have another Joule.
Yeah.
I could bring my cards when we arrange on 25th. Oh.
That's fair.
Oh. Sorry, Rich, you got me with that sick burn. It took off 200 life points.
Only 200 for a sick burn? It's going to be at least 2,000. Thank you.
Oh, dear.
Ha! Right. As a sideways segue, yes.
Yes.
Games. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a game, and it has video games. You know what else was video game related? The things that were released in 2012. Ozzy, have you looked at the list yet?
I haven't seen a Yu-Gi-Oh! Related one yet.
Nah, probably not, but, you know.
Oh, I thought that was going somewhere.
I mean, there's like 57 of them that have been released in total.
What, Yu-Gi-Oh! Ones?
Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Games.
What, in just 2012?
Well, no, overall.
Oh, I thought
Yes,
we were on
released...
about 2012 Game of the Year.
Yeah, we are, but I don't know if you were talking about there being a Yu-Gi-Oh! Game released in 2012, which I presume there was. But anyway.
I don't know. No, I was on about saying that we could always have a game when we meet up on the 25th.
Oh, yeah,
I could
absolutely.
always bring my cards, because you were going on about when are we ever going to need the life point counter again. Well, if we ever have another game.
Perfect sense. Okay then, who wants to go first?
Well, I've kind of just gone.
What was yours?
Black and White 2 and Simpsons Tapped Out, just because it's the only 2 I've seen that I've played.
And which is your winner? This is the important thing.
Pokemon. Is it just because it's Pokemon?
It's a
very shallow victory.
It's a sad day when Pokemon Black
and White 2 win, yeah.
Yeah. I haven't even finished those games yet. Well, that game. I
finished the story. I haven't done anything after it.
I remember I finished Black. I think I got halfway through Black 2, gave up and traded it in.
No, I never trade in Pokemon games because you never know when you might want to play them again.
Yeah.
I mean, this is very apparently true.
A mistake I made back in secondary when I traded Pokemon Emerald for a Sims game with Jenny Phillips.
Wow.
Yes, I have regretted that over the years. But
It's true. We're older and wiser now. Like all the stuff I've got rid of down the years because I wasn't into it anymore. Like the Digimon Prima
Yes.
guide. I had
Yeah.
I had guide books for Yellow, Crystal, and Sapphire as well that I would have loved to have had now, but I got rid of them because I wasn't into it anymore. Like, yeah.
Like talking about the Prima guides for Pokemon, I remember, I don't know where I got it from, but I had a gold and silver guide that had like a massive Lugia on the front. It's like and information about all the Pokemon in it, and then it had like a really detailed like sprite maps of every route and everything you could find in there, all the trainers you could battle and everything. I had like a move deck to the end of it, and I have no idea where it went, and I'm so annoyed because it was one of the most cool things I ever found. And I found like a version of it online as a PDF, but it's not quite the same one.
not
wish I knew where that
holding
was,
it.
because that was one of my favourite things I ever had as a kid. I loved it. Sorry, that's a little thing there.
That's the old men reminiscing about their youth.
yeah. Well,
Yeah,
you remember
absolutely.
back in the day when there was only 151 Pokemon.
Arr. Catch them all by hand as well.
I used to be able to name them all. Don't ask me that now.
I genuinely could, if you recall.
I probably could, but not in any kind of order. And I'd be there umming and ahhing, thinking, "Ooh, have I said this one? No, I've mentioned him."
Once I get into the flow of it, I probably could, you know.
We should do one of
that
those.
much of a fucking nerd.
You know, do you remember Sporkle? That used to be really big back in the day.
No.
Sporkle. It was a website where it was all quizzes like, can you name all of the US states or Pokemon or whatever? And basically, you would type it into the box, and it would keep a track of the ones you'd already said. So you could see if you could get them all, and it would have like a little timer there and everything. Yeah, we should see if there's a Pokemon one and have a go at it one day
Sounds like a plan.
on a non-audio medium.
We still need to do like count counts and stuff like that.
Yes,
Yes.
but that's a talk for another time.
another day.
I cut all the behind-the-scenes chat out of the last podcast. 'Cause
I noticed, yeah.
yeah, it went on for too long, and it would not be interesting. Game of the Year 2012. Who's next?
Shall I go next?
Oh yes, I think you should.
I'm done.
Okay, then.
So
So I do actually only have 5 this time. Well, no, I got the whole list again that I found, but I've actually narrowed it down to just 5.
Holy moly!
I know. So should I do the same thing I did last time and say them all, then do my thing, or should I just list them out in 5 to 1?
The first one.
yeah. Yep.
It doesn't matter really.
Okay, so in no particular order, Mass Effect 3.
Oh, sequel to
Never
your last
played.
winner.
What?
No. Oh, 2010 Mass Effect 2, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, I love Mass Effect 3. It's amazing.
Was that the
But-
one where all the choices you made over the course of the game affected it in such a deep and groundbreaking way by changing the colours of the fireworks at the end?
Yeah.
That's all I know about it.
It was still it was a piss easy decision, really. So much time wasted. But that's
What's my
that's
favourite
beside the
colour?
point. It's not about the ending, it's about the journey you had along the way. No, it's
Which is
still-
the worst pornography
Which you could
that I ever
basically
saw.
use as a review for the Pokemon movie we just watched. It's not about the
Okay,
ending; it's the journey we had on the way.
We'll get there we'll get to that in a minute.
Yes.
I do have a note for us reviewing that. So
comes later.
anyway,
So yeah, Mass Effect 3, FTL.
Good shout.
that's
Yep,
it.
yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Okay.
Fucking love that. Hotline Miami.
And that's another... Is that a roguelike as well?
Hotline Miami. No,
Or is it
Hotline
like a
Miami is an
standard sort
action
of-
puzzle game. Is
Yeah,
an action permadeath puzzle game.
I know that, but roguelike is something with kind of like multiple replayabilities and sort of random generations.
Yeah.
Is it
But
like
then again,
that or not? I've never played it.
No, because it's very set levels.
Okay.
It's more a puzzle game than anything else.
Okay.
Because it's like one shot and you're dead. So you go into this house, you do an action, you get killed straight away, you restart. It's like a puzzle game to figure out what is the best way to do things. It's really quick
like
and
sorry, go on.
like what?
Like Half Minute Hero, Super Mega Ultra Neo Climax Boy.
Super Mega
Kinda,
Ultra
yeah.
Chicken.
Yeah.
You've got the name. I'm unsubscribing. Ghost Trick Phantom Detective.
Is that a real game, or is that just a dream you had?
No, it's a real game.
Is it a puzzle game?
Yes, it
It
is.
sounds like a puzzle game. Normally, because
You
detective isn't.
Yeah, you are a detective who dies
Ghosts?
and
Yeah,
then can
okay.
inhabit certain objects. And you need to
a poltergeist.
take over these objects to affect the environment to help people or to stop criminals and stuff like that.
All right.
It's actually
It
really cool.
sounds
The
like a
first
cheesy
episode,
80s detective series.
yeah, but the art style
Who's the
is
ghost
gorgeous.
with the most?
It's a really fun game. And the first episode, when I downloaded it, was completely free. And then if you liked it, you could buy the rest of the game. It's on iOS. I believe it's on DS as well. Yeah, so it's definitely worth a look because it's a brilliant game.
That does sound interesting.
Yeah, it is on DS.
Tickle me intrigued. I mean, color me
The
intrigued.
lead development was handled by Shu Takami, the creator of the Ace Attorney franchise. So that's why it's so good.
Okay. So if you know those games, it's something to kind of have an idea about.
Yeah, it's really good though. That's my highly recommend. That's my number 2 spot actually. But my winner, number 1, is Far Cry 3.
Oh yeah.
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 I know of it.
Far Cry 3 is what got me back into FPS games. I absolutely.
I'm not a big fan of FPS games as it is.
Yeah, it's just mainly mostly for the story, but also for the sheer gameplay joy that I had while doing it. Because it's open world, so if you want to go get all the radio towers before you do any of the story, you can.
Beat Team Rocket first.
Yeah.
It's a massive
I was going to try and make
world.
that joke, but I had a pen in my mouth.
Pen 15.
Hilarious. But no, I absolutely adore Far Cry. And the expansion, the standalone expansion, Blood Dragon, was amazing as well.
Blood Dragon.
Oh, it was brilliant. It's like proper like stupid 80s sci-fi, but on the Far Cry 3 engine, and it's amazing.
Ah, nice.
So yeah, there you go. That is my game of the year for 2012, Far Cry 3.
Far Cry 3. So we've had Pokemon Black and White, which really annoys me because I'm sure the Japanese must have a word for 2. And Far Cry 3 as the year of sequels so far.
Will it continue?
They couldn't think of anything original that year, so everyone was just making sequels.
Ghost Trick Phantom Detective was fairly new, thank you very much.
Yeah. I've got a few
As was
originals.
Legend of Grimrock.
Hey, that's a good game. I know. I've never played it though.
So
I've seen videos of it.
I've never played either of them, but this Ghost one sounds like Ace Attorney, but where the character's a ghost instead.
Kind of. I don't know if
So
you
it's
actually do any
not
like court and
highly
stuff,
original.
but
It's got
it's worth a try, man.
elements to it.
Do it.
Well, no, I wasn't dissing on it. I was trying to make a joke. I ain't dissing your games, man. I ain't dissing your games.
No, good.
Respect.
Rich, did you have Legend of Grimrock as one of your options?
Yeah, it was on my list.
Okay, I missed that. It's a good game.
Good
Yeah, it
game.
Okay, Christian's choices.
Good game.
Christian's Choices.
Yeah, exactly. Christian's choices. So, in no particular order,
Christian's Crisis.
every fucking day. So, number 1, FTL, Faster Than Light. Great game, great replayability value. It just keeps coming. That's
Absolutely.
what she said.
And there's a load of mods you can do for it as well.
Yes, I've never used any.
Have you not? Oh, they're great fun.
Number 2, Torchlight 2. Dum-de-dum, do-do-do. Which came
Is
out...
that what is it? Is that one that we played for, like Clutching at
Christmas
Straws
for-
once?
No.
We
No,
played a Torchlight, didn't we?
No.
No. We might have had it on a list to
Nope.
do then, and no.
Oh yeah, no. It's on a list because I love the game so much. I'd like to play it.
Okay.
It's a dungeon crawler.
So you haven't actually played it?
No, I have played it. I want to play it again. It's a dungeon crawler like Diablo, like your Diablos. And it came out around the same
Diablo.
time as
Diablo.
that new Diablo that came out around the same time as Torchlight 2.
Diablo.
Torchlight 2 is way
You are?
better. Diablo's for slags.
I don't know. I think I prefer Children of Earth. Yeah.
Yeah. Number 3, Super Hexagon.
Yeah,
Which,
I'll give you that.
Which came out on handheld devices, I think, in 2013, but it was released on PC originally in 2012. It's a great game, great soundtrack, great fun.
I've heard of it. That is all.
Number 4, it's a Terry Kavanagh game. The guy who did V also did Super Hexagon. Number 4, this is when we did play it in Clutching at... Wait, no, it was a Christmas 4 for 4. You didn't play it, Ozzy. Sorry, it was just me.
Wow.
Long Live the Queen, where
That sounds familiar.
You play a queen that a young princess that's just become the queen, and you have to choose certain skills to level up, and it affects what happens in your kind of day-to-day life. And so you'll, if you make yourself really wise, suddenly you'll go out in the woods and trip and fall on a rock and smash your head open because you don't have enough balance. That kind of
You're
thing.
weak.
And people are always trying to kill you and what have you. So that was fun. It was fun. It was recommended to me by a friend of the channel, Jamie.
Just Jamie, like Madonna.
Exactly. Yeah.
What one name?
One's all he gets. Number 5, Little Inferno. What more can I say? Who doesn't like to burn things?
Yeah,
I know. I've seen it. I haven't played it.
I'm not too keen on it.
This, to be fair, this was this order is the order that I thought of them, and so I run out of ideas by the end of the list, and I'm just looking down the list of games released in 2012, going, "Oh yeah, I played that. That'll do. I liked that one."
That was basically how I got Black and White too.
Yeah, and the winner is, of course, the first one I thought of, FTL.
Yeah,
great game.
Yeah, that's fair. Just
So
point
you
out
are.
some other games that were released
give a shit
in
about that.
2012. What?
I said no one gives a shit about that.
we're done.
About what?
You had your turn, Rich. Oh no. He rang the bell.
Fine then.
No, go on, just for you. I'll start another section. There we are.
You've got the reverse bell. You just got to chop that in.
We've done that joke already.
Oh. Never heard of a running gag?
We have enough of them.
Yeah. No,
Our
it's fine. It's fine. It's
entire
fine. It's fine.
routine is built on them.
You've got to
will
mix
have
it up every
nothing
now and then
without
because people expect one thing and you swap it. It's basic comedy.
Oh.
Jeez.
Yeah. Subversion.
Anyway.
No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Speaking. Well, I was about to say. Speaking of a subversion, let's go to our own resident subhuman. I don't know where I'm going with that. Go on.
Choose your next words carefully, Christian. Who are you going to reference at that point?
On another note, Richard, would you like to perhaps continue in that vein that you were heading down, or the artery, if you will?
What?
Just say what you were going to fucking say, Jesus.
Oh, the other games released.
I'm too
Mario
tired
Party
for
9,
this.
Legend of Grimrock, Sword and Sorcery, Trials Evolution, Sniper Elite 2, Pokemon Conquest, New Super Mario Bros. 2, Black Mesa, the mod, Borderlands 2, Tokyo Jungle, Retro City Rampage, Sonic Jump, Assassin's Creed 3, Lego Lord of the Rings, Halo 4, New Super Mario Bros. U, Nintendo Land, Street Fighter Cross Mega Man, Dishonored, Soul Exodus, and Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. There you
And
go.
a partridge in a pear tree.
Yes, quite.
Oh, right, let me get back up off the floor.
Right. Fuck's sake.
I literally collapsed with exasperation.
You guys are the fucking worst.
Oh, dear. Pokemon.
I choose you.
Yes.
Yes.
So, discus.
So the new Pokemon movie, Pokemon I Choose You, came out on the 5th.
Pokemon iTunes U.
I choose you.
Oh, whatever. The 20th anniversary Pokemon film came out on the 5th, and we watched it at the cinema.
We did.
What did you guys think?
It was good. It was a fun ride, but it definitely had its flaws.
It had one or two flaws, yeah.
I do it because
no
I don't want to
spoilers.
leave your side.
I'd forgotten about that.
I wouldn't say that's exactly spoilers, but you know what I mean.
Saying no spoilers, there is a point in the film where Pikachu actually talks.
I think all three of us just shook our heads in unison when that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, are they really doing this? They're doing this. Oh god.
Well, I felt a lot of the emotional in quotation marks. I felt all the emotional scenes felt a bit rushed. The butterfree goodbye felt a bit rushed.
Yeah.
So we should say, for the benefit of the tape,
Ash dying felt like a rehash of the first movie.
No spoilers, mind. But for the benefit of the tape, for people who haven't seen it, what they do is it starts with, like, you know, the episode 1 where he goes and gets the Pikachu first of all. And then it kind of jumps forward a bit, so he catches a Caterpie, and then it jumps forward again to the Charmander bit, it jumps forward again to releasing the Butterfree. There's like 1 or 2 little bits from the series knocked in here and there, like a reboot or a retelling. And he dies and is brought back for no reason, which was really weird because they could have just had Ho do it.
I mean,
I thought they were gonna have Ho.
Yeah.
That's his whole thing. Like they tease earlier on about the dog being brought back to life by Ho, and then they don't have him being brought back to life by Ho. It's like, really? Why'd you do that?
They have Ash literally sort of like escape the light that's trying to drag him to death. Literally run away from. He ran away from the light at the end of the tunnel.
Do you know what? I thought they were doing something really sort of like mindfuckeristic with that bit, because when he dies, he isn't just like horribly maimed and like blasted into pieces or whatever. He disappears, and he wakes up in kind of like this alternate world, and he wakes up in like a grass field, like he's just started on his adventure. And I thought they were just going to have him carry on his adventure, and it's like it was all in the afterlife, and like all his friends are like, "Well, shit, Ash just died."
Coma theory.
Yeah.
I mean. Yeah,
but no.
That's what I thought when he had that dream sequence sort of early on, and he ended up in the real world. Yeah, they were like, "Oh, Ash is finally woken up out of that coma."
Yeah,
yeah, that was weird. That was the fact that they had like the 3 cars on the poster instead of Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle. Yeah, it's like little things like that. It's like, oh, okay.
It turns out Ash didn't want to be a Pokemon master. He wanted to be a mechanic.
It'd be like bloody Life on Mars or Ashes to Ashes. You'd have little kids thinking, I just need to wake up and I'll be back in the Pokemon world. And I'll jump off buildings and that. Suicide is funny.
Fucking hell.
That's the next creepy
suddenly got really dark.
Sorry, carry on.
Yeah, I'd say it was a fun ride. It was a fun movie. I enjoyed it, but I don't know if I'm just starting to get a bit too old for animated Pokemon. Never too old for game Pokemon, but
well, I mean, like, you've got to bear in mind that the Pokemon
it wasn't
cartoon
aimed at us, yeah.
The Pokemon cartoon is not an anime like you're watching, you know, One Punch Man or something. It's a kids' cartoon show.
Yeah,
you shouldn't expect anything more than that.
But yeah, I can still happily sit through Digimon Adventure or
but that's
Naruto.
Different. You know that's different.
Bleach.
Why? Why is that different?
Because it's fucking amazing. That's why.
I can sit through Ben 10. I can sit through Sooty. I can sit through Beyblade.
Yes,
I can sit
the well-known Sooty animated series.
I'm just going into kids' TV now. If I can sit through an episode of the story of fucking Tracy Beaker, why can I not sit through an episode of Pokemon?
The animated Tracy Beaker series.
I'm just imagining the
there
fucking...
was actually there was a lot of animation in the Tracy Beaker series whenever she'd have a daydream.
I'm still just imagining the gritty anime version of Sooty that's like bloody Attack on Titan or something.
But there's still like a man controlling the puppet. Like an animated person controlling the animated Sooty puppet.
Oh my.
Fuck it, I'm lying down again, that's too much.
Okay, I can still sit and watch Rugrats. But
I can't.
Pokemon is hard to watch. And I enjoyed it just because it was something
new
I hadn't seen.
I enjoyed it. It felt a lot less cheesy than it could have been.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Like, it could have been a lot worse, but
I'm not saying they didn't put effort in and they didn't try. They didn't get it perfect. It was good, it just wasn't spectacular.
Do you know what? I have to say, probably my favourite bit of the film was, and I don't mean this in like a rude way, at the end was my favourite bit, when it suddenly started playing all like they first of all they did like a little montage of all the previous movies, and
Here's
that was
the
like,
characters we didn't have in this film.
yeah, no, that's right. They had that on the end
Yeah.
credits, didn't they? All the different, yeah.
Remember Misty? You loved her. She wasn't in this film. Brock?
Nope.
Yep, he didn't appear.
They even skipped over Brock and Misty and went straight to Erica.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yet, weirdly enough, Erica was his
LT
5th badge,
third,
even though she's the 4th
no.
gym.
I think he said third because
did,
I
he
remember
did.
saying or thinking, oh, didn't he go to LT Surge then?
Yeah.
No, it was the other way around. That he already had 4 badges.
I'm remembering it as 3.
No, in the
because-
film, in that film, Rich,
Yeah.
he said that was his 3rd badge.
Yeah, because I remember saying, oh no, or thinking, oh, he skipped Surge.
Hang on.
To the internet.
I'm double checking this because I swear it wasn't. I swear it was the other way around.
Yeah, whilst you're doing that, and then they did this montage of all the various films. I was saying to Ozzy afterwards, whilst you were busy socialising, it was interesting that like it started off with clips from the first 3 movies, which I was like, oh, I remember that, and then as it went on, it was just I had no idea what was going on. And I thought it was weird with all the kids in the audience. They must have started to see the start of this montage and thought, oh, what's all this? I don't know what that is.
yeah,
And then
the
suddenly it
opposite
was starting to
way
make sense to them as it.
They're suddenly getting up to like black and white X and Y series. It's like, oh, I watched that film.
Yeah. But then they
I've
did.
kept rather up to date with the films.
And then they did one of the little animated shorts with Rowlet and the other ones.
Oh god, the Pokemon Generations
Yeah, they
thing.
did
We were
Pokemon
getting-
Generations, but they did like it was like someone was just going through the YouTube playlist. They weren't cut together in any meaningful way. They just like had the little short,
it
then
was
the
really
intro,
weird.
and then the animation, and then another
Yeah.
short, and then another intro of the same thing, and then the animation. And we were like, how long is this going to go on for?
Well, we did the first gen. I don't think
Yeah.
we got any after that, did we?
No.
No, it
No.
was just the first few. Yeah, it doesn't say anywhere on here that like what it is because you haven't got the full summary of it yet. But
Well, it's something I'd probably get on DVD if and when it came out. So, in the future, I can prove you wrong.
I'm sure.
I mean, it's 2 against 1 here. I remember
yeah,
it very
that-
well. I can't remember what happened in the original series, but in the film, he definitely said it was his 3rd badge.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
just
and
I think
it's-
it was the 3rd gym leader card rather than the 5th one. First 2 gym leaders. Okay, yep, 3rd. Okay,
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah, and because Erica was like the main gym in the actual anime series that he didn't win properly, wasn't it? It was the one he was just kind of given, and he didn't put any effort in. He just kind of helped save them or something.
Oh, I don't remember.
I missed that one.
Okay.
Like, I've got very patchy memory of the original
I
series.
have as well, but I know some stuff.
sure.
Hang on to the Bulbapedia.
Because I know Misty's badge, he was technically given straight out the bat, but then Misty turned around and said, hang on, mate, you have to fight me to earn that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so Ash saves a load of Pokemon from a burning building and is given the badge for his bravery.
Yeah. So he has no kind of official way of winning it. It's just like, oh, you collect these, don't you? Thanks for saving us.
Whereas in the film, he beat her in a battle, didn't he?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So it's the one gym leader we didn't get to see him beat in the original anime.
Yeah. So yeah, there you go.
So is that us on ratings? I'd give it maybe a 7 out of 10. It's above average, but I've seen better films.
Yeah, that sounds about right, to be fair.
I'd happily sit and watch it again, but
It was a
I'd
lot better than I
rather
was
watch-
expecting it to be.
yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
And we all got a trading card out of it, so, you know,
Yes.
Yeah.
that's a win.
It was literally just an hour and a half of Pokemon fan service. And hang on, Team Rocket. What
I
the
didn't
hell?
see Serena
But
once
without-
during
yeah.
that film. I say no, paid it. No, none of it.
Alright, it's more of a straight Pokemon fan wank.
Yes.
But yeah, Team Rocket didn't even need to be in that film.
Oh yeah. No.
The two
Oh,
best,
God, no.
the 3 best characters in the entirety of the anime just had cameos where they kept getting blasted
Misty,
off.
Serena, and May would like to have a word with you, with Dawn's waiting off on the side.
I don't care about them. Team
Well, no, of
Rocket
course
all
you
the way,
wouldn't,
bitch.
but, yeah.
Gotta go, James.
I am kind of glad they were in there. You know, it really sort of added to the whole story. Like, it would have felt incomplete without them being in there. You know, fuck, they were pointless.
Something they could have done differently with Team Rocket, actually, is if they're having this whole rehash, is have it so the Meowth doesn't talk, and they're like the Team Rocket from the Pokemon Yellow game.
Oh, yeah.
Where they're actually a little bit more competent.
They're like executives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he has like a even if it's just a one-off battle, just to show you, I can still kick Team Rocket's ass.
I am surprised they didn't fight at all. Like, they really were just like a massive fucking waste, weren't they?
I know I go on about this, but in X and Y, this is one of the reasons it's so great, is that they actually do have proper battles with like actual, tactics behind them. So like they get the Wobbuffet back, Team Rocket, and actually use it very well to just counter and mirror coat everything.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Have they got Arbok and Weezing back yet?
No. Afraid not.
Weezing should have never evolved from Coffin, to be honest. Coffin's adorable. Weezing's just a tumour.
Yeah, Weezing's all grumpy, isn't he? Coffin looks happy.
Yeah.
But they evolved through love. The love of their trainers. It can't be helped.
Which is weird, because they only evolve through certain levels, so I don't know how it worked like that, but sure.
Well, unless it's the whole... They'd already reached their level for evolution, but the trainers hadn't quite reached their potential to get this evolution jump-started. So once the trainers reach their potential, the evolution finally kicks in.
That's always how I saw it. Like, it's to do with how competent you are as a trainer, and the levels that we have in the games are just because of how competent your player character is.
They just kept accidentally pressing B every time. Oh, shit. I was just trying to match A.
There is a B button in the anime.
There is, isn't there?
Yeah.
Well, I know that there's one in the Adventures manga. So it's the thing on the Pokédex. That's a point. Where was the Pokédex?
Yeah.
They were using phones. It's 2017. You gotta get with the times.
Yeah, but in the anime there was no Pokédex.
No, in the anime there was, but in the film there wasn't.
Flim.
That's what I meant. Yeah.
That's what. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No Pokédex whatsoever.
Which is really weird when you think about it.
They just had what was his name?
The green kid.
Yeah, something like that.
Sauron.
Sauron. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sauron just had like his like a tablet device, didn't he? With all that they used to
just
look
like
up
a phone, getting up a GPS, Google Maps it up in here. Hokey Maps.
Weird how the legendary dogs were in freaking Kanto and just.
That was weird, but it is right next to Johto, and I do think they roam there in the games.
I don't think they were even in Kanto or Johto. I thought they were in just like another movie generic location.
Yeah, they do that, but it has to be in Kanto, doesn't it?
Yeah,
because he'd just beaten the Celadon gym and got his Charmander.
Yeah, they should have. They could have had it. Well, no, because even in the movies, they're still technically in Kanto. It's just these towns that they visited that never appears in the games.
Betweenistan.
So yeah,
but
they should. That mountain at the end, they missed a trick not having it as Mount Silver.
Yeah, definitely. They gave it a weird name as well. What was it? I can't remember.
Yeah,
I genuinely can't remember.
For some reason, I thought that old guy was like the Pokemon League official guy from the end of the Indigo arc. Remember, there's that old guy that helps carry the Pokemon League torch or some bullshit like that in the proper anime. For some reason, I thought that the old guy in the film was that guy until like towards the end, and I was there thinking, okay, maybe it isn't.
Talking about the dogs, I'm pretty certain in Gold, Silver, and Crystal, when they roam, they do roam into Kanto as well.
Yeah, okay,
it's all linked up. But I was quite happy to see the dogs, because I'm a big fan of the legendary dogs, the legendary beasts. So
I think it was nice just to have a lot of references to Johto and the whole Gold, Silver, Crystal era, because that seems to be the fan favourite era.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Wrap up, thoroughly enjoyable, but not perfect.
Yeah. I'd give it between 6 and 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6.5.
Exactly.
Yeah. And hopefully Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon will be good when they come out next week.
This month, Christ, 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's next week. That is indeed in this month.
Next week, yeah, Jesus.
Yeah, and the new EU4 expansion and Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon are coming out on the same day. I don't know what I'm going to do with myself.
You're obviously doing EU4, and then I'll be using the equip for Ultra Sun and Moon.
I believe Lego Marvel Superheroes 2 is coming out as well on the same day, more or less.
Ah, jeez. Jeez Louise.
14th of November, yeah.
I've been catching up on the Marvel films. The only two I have... the only 3 I have yet to watch now are the first 2 Captain Americas and Ragnarok.
Oh, dude, you're missing out on the caps. So hang on. You watched Civil War before you watched Winter Soldier?
Civil War isn't a Captain America film. It's a fucking Avengers film. Come on.
It's Avengers 0.5, I'll give you that.
Yeah,
it's still Captain America 3.
It's technically, yes, by name only. I consider it more of an Avengers film than a Captain America film.
That's not what I'm arguing here. You watched it before Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's the one I have.
Why don't you just watch them in order?
Because I don't have them all in order, and they're not all on Netflix anymore.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Don't worry, because towards the end of November they're releasing the Phase 1 and 2 box sets, so I shall be getting them and then
are they?
Completely catching up. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
And
that was Marvel Film Review there.
Yeah, the Captain America films just seem a bit too wary for me.
Yeah, but I love them. They're amazing.
Maybe now that
Ragnarok is amazing.
Oh no, I definitely want to see that one.
I might be going to see Justice League.
God.
Traitor!
It's just because whatever film we go to see in the cinema club, I think the person who organises it has already seen the new Thor one, so we won't be going to see that.
Traitor!
A friend of mine really wants to go and see Justice League, so we're going to go to the midnight showing. But we're probably going to get a staff showing for it, so there we go. Because, as is stated before, I work in a cinema.
For the benefit of the tape.
Yes.
That's why you
Or
work
for the benefit of any new listeners coming into episode 15 for some reason.
That's what the tape is.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not excited for Justice League at all.
No.
It just doesn't feel earned, you know?
I still haven't got round to Batman v Superman. That shows how excited I am for the DC universe.
If you do get around to watching it, watch the the extended cut.
Okay.
Because it is better.
Okay.
Like it's
By much?
It makes it enjoyable. Doesn't make it good, but it makes it enjoyable.
All right. Well, I can handle a film if it's an enjoyable film, because I enjoyed Suicide Squad, and I can see that that's a terrible film.
You enjoyed Suicide Squad?
I did. It was fun. It wasn't a good film, but it was a fun little hour and a half, 2 hours.
I can get behind that. I like Independence Day. It's one of my favourite films, but it's shit.
Yeah.
Wait, one or Resurgence?
Oh, the first one, the original.
Yeah, no one
cool.
watched the second one.
I did, actually.
Worked at cinema when it came out, can confirm hardly anybody came to see it.
Yeah, it's probably for the best.
Yeah, it was fucking terrible.
Nightmare.
We've actually had more people coming to see My Little Pony than we did for Resurgence. That's not even a joke. That is just a legitimate fact.
I legitimately believe you with that.
Yeah. What sort of people came to see My Little Pony? Was it little girls, or was it not little girls?
The average age of the people that were inside the screens was way too damn high.
They shouldn't be into the screens. They should be sat on the seats in front of the screens. They won't be able to watch it otherwise.
I use the term the screen as the entire room where people sit in and watch the film. So
okay,
yeah.
I was going to say otherwise they're doing it wrong. Okay,
then the average age of the people watching the film was way too high.
Oh, the people in the crowd.
Yes.
Yeah.
The punters.
Yeah. How many? I mean, were there? I mean, give me details here. Were there? See, this is the thing. Like, I'm a massive nerd, and I like all my Digimon and all that. But I consider myself above the level of the Mlup fans. So this is my chance to like look at the Mlup.
You don't even want to say the word, do you?
No. So this is my chance to like look down my nose at them. Like, ugh. Were there any people wearing fedoras with neck beards there?
No, I didn't see any fedoras.
Well, that's disappointing.
I did, however, see a dude with a massive pedo stash and tail and ears.
But wait, hang on, what?
So, a dude about a little bit shorter than me, and he had a massive pedo stash, like full on top lip. bushy, and he had a bright orange tail and bright orange ears.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh.
Terrifying. But there were also two mums who came in with their kids, but the two mums were dressed up like in like human versions of the ponies, which
Okay.
it was done
Each
tastefully.
to
though.
their own,
It
I
was done-
suppose.
The thing is with the Mlup fans, I don't understand it. I don't get it, but I admire
started
their
ironically.
passion.
It started ironically, didn't it?
It,
That's what it is.
I mean,
Just
I
like
admire
Donald
the passion
Trump.
they have for it. Oh God,
It is. It's all
compare
comes
My
from
Little Pony to Donald Trump.
No, but it all comes from 4chan, doesn't it? So much of the humour of 4chan is like sort of ironic, but because idiots don't understand irony, and idiots are also the people who support, like right-wing stuff, they think it is actually like a hotbed of this stuff, and it turns into a real thing, which is how Donald Trump got elected.
Yeah, but no, like I said, I don't understand it, but I admire their passion.
Yes.
If you get what I mean.
yeah.
Like I wish I could be as passionate about that as they are about that. I mean, I'm kind of passionate about like Pokemon and Star Wars and
That's
stuff.
what I was going to say. There's other things we're passionate about.
Yeah, but not to the like. My mum said a fantastic thing. It was
Was it "Get out of my life, I don't want you here anymore"? What?
So what she said was when I was describing like the people coming in and dressing up, she said it's no different from you dressing up like as like Darth Vader or something like that. And then I just said, well, the difference is I don't want to fuck Darth Vader.
Well, yeah, that we know of.
Yeah, okay, yeah. No,
I
that-
really don't, you know.
Yeah, no.
Got breathing problems already.
Okay, no, that is
Okay.
a good argument, because I was about to say I'm not into MLP, but how is it not different from people going to watch a Harry Potter film dressed in Hogwarts robes?
Well, Hermione Granger, you know what I'm saying?
Luna Lovegood.
Oh yeah, no. To be fair, yeah.
Yeah.
Ozzy,
Yeah.
I can't,
any
I can't
contributions?
remember many of the guys in that film. Just Harry and Ron are like the first two that pop into my head, just because they're the generic. I haven't watched them films in a long
Cedric
time.
Diggory must be up there, surely. What a guy.
The bouffant hair, clearly.
Oh,
Yeah, but
I mean, in
he
terms,
went
I
on
mean,
to
I mean,
become a
in terms
vampire,
of the,
so
I mean, in
that
terms
ruined
of
it.
the fact that he reminds me of Ace Rimmer, and just that he's just like everyone thinks he's just the best at everything, and he kind of is. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll give you that.
Oh, segueing into Red Dwarf, I haven't actually watched it yet, so I think I've caught
I
up with you.
still haven't watched any.
Or yeah,
Yeah, you've caught up back. You've caught down with us.
I've fallen down
Yes.
with you, and you've
Yes.
caught up with me.
Exactly. What was last week's?
Talkie Toaster.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
So I have yet to watch the one After, which will be tonight.
Avatar. Yeah.
Yeah. I have yet to watch that either.
Yeah.
I suppose I'll catch up at some point.
When the DVD's out and you just end up buying the DVD and binging it.
Yes. Buying the DVD. Yes. That is a thing
Yes.
what humans do.
Ah,
Yes.
come on. When it's someone like Red Dwarf, you've got to support it to show that you love it
No,
so
that's
much.
I do. I've got all
Yeah.
the series. I've bought each individual one. And
Yeah.
I've bought them individually as well, so then you get that weird little Red Dwarf logo on the spine,
Yeah.
Yeah.
rather than these box sets you all get nowadays.
Yeah, I suppose.
Because I mean, this is what I was always like with Digimon, Rich. I had it all torrented because there was no way to actually buy it in this country.
See, that's different.
But when they released it, I bought it
Yeah, that's fine.
because I want to show that I support it, so that they keep on releasing more of it.
Please support the official release.
Exactly.
yeah,
you
that's fair.
gotta buy it to let them know that it's being watched. Got to get up to get downtown, as we always say.
Because the more money
Got
they
to
make,
get
the more
up.
chance they have of releasing the next series on DVD.
Just imagine, like, I'm sorry to our loyal fans. He comes out and says, we were going to make another series of Red Dwarf, but we were £5.99 short of being able to make it, so it's cancelled. And he looks to the camera and goes, if you didn't buy it, this is your fault. And then there, you'd be sorry then, wouldn't you?
It was just rich.
Yeah, I would actually.
$5.99. I think this series will be a bit more than that. Normally about 10 to 12 quid when they're first out.
Yeah, no, it will be more than that. I panicked.
Yeah.
I panicked. Oh dear. No, when you talked about the bloke with the paedophile moustache, It reminded me of Brass Eye, the Petergeddon special. Have you ever watched that?
Right. No.
So do you know Christopher Morris, the comedian and director and writer?
I don't know.
Oh, what? He did the film Four Lions, if you've ever seen that.
Oh, no, I'm aware of that, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he did, he's the guy behind The Day Today and Brass Eye, and The Day Today is where Alan Partridge came from.
I think I've heard of Brass Eye.
So Brass Eye is great. Especially great is the Petergeddon special, which is basically making fun of the hysteria around paedophiles. You know, like it was perfectly encapsulated by the fact that you had like tabloids saying it was disgusting and filthy, and how could the BBC put this out? Like on the opposite page, 2 articles talking about 15-year-old Charlotte Church's breast development. You know, that kind of thing.
Oh yeah,
yeah. And like there's one bit where the set gets invaded by a militant paedophile, and so they put it's played by Simon Pegg actually, and they put him in some stocks. And Chris Morris, the presenter, brings on his son and says, "Here's my son. Do you want to have sex with him?" And he goes, "Well, no." He goes, "What? Why not?" And Simon Pegg says, "Well, I just don't fancy him." And so people said, "This is disgusting. How could he involve his child in this?" And so Chris Morris says, "Oh no, he wasn't there. He was added in digitally afterwards."
It's disappeared in like a top 10 countdown of like TV shows or something at some point. So I think I know of the sketch you're talking about. I just haven't physically seen the sketch itself. But I've seen parts of it in like another show that was like counting down or something like that.
Yeah.
So, no.
But yeah, they do things like they'd get celebrities in to read out statements that were just ridiculous, and then obviously the comedy is you can just laugh at the stupid celebrity.
Is this the show that had that like fake drug that everyone started getting hysteria? Yeah. Cake. Okay, I know what it is. I know what we're on about now.
Yeah, so they got like Rolf Harris at that. Well, Rolf Harris is a touchy subject, isn't it? If you pardon the pun.
Back before all that.
Yeah.
This was in the like 90s.
Yeah, when he was respected, and they would like he'd hold up like this massive like comedy pill like the size of a dinner plate and go, "This is some cake. You've warned your children about the dangers of cake." But anyway, what I was going to say about the paedophile moustache was it reminded me of there's a scene where a reporter is just like shouting insults at a paedophile to make him feel ashamed. So he says, "You are a paedophile. You are a nonce. You're a perv. You're a slot badger. You're a 2-pin din plug. You're a bush dodger. You're a small bean regarder. You're a unibummer. You're a nut administrator. You're a bent ref. You're the crazy world of Arthur Brown. You're a fence foal. You're a free willy. You're a chimney bottler. You're a bunty man. You're a shrub rocketeer." And it continues. That's what it reminded me of.
Okay.
How Shakespearean does that all sound? That is magnificent.
Nut administrator. Oh dear, sorry.
I do hope that you actually had like the list of the script up at that point. It was
I did, yeah.
No, he just memorised it. That's how much he loves that sketch.
I mean, knowing Christian, I wouldn't put him past him.
Exactly.
I haven't seen it enough to memorise it.
You say that.
Yet.
Oh dear. Chris Morris, what a guy, from Bristol.
Oh,
Actually?
Yep.
Oh, that's cool.
The more you know.
And knowledge is power. G.I.
Joe.
Anything else anyone wants to talk about?
Mario Odyssey is amazing.
Oh.
As I believe you said last week.
It's still amazing.
I don't think it's amazing as Hat in Time, to be honest.
Have you played Mario Odyssey?
Don't need to.
Well, they both involve hats.
True.
This is very true, actually.
I did try to find some weird news.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and I haven't got it up, but I remember hearing about some guy dressed as Pikachu trying to break into the White House.
Yeah, no, I remember that at all.
Okay.
Okay.
It's because he never wanted to leave Donald Trump's side.
One thing I want to briefly talk about. Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Okay.
Not the good Battlefront.
Yeah.
Not Star Wars Battlefront 2. Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Battlefront 4.
The new one that's coming out. So I don't know if you know or not, but they're going to have loot boxes.
I've heard of this.
Yes.
I don't know what that is.
And they've recently released the prices for the crystals that they're going to be using to buy them with.
I don't know, I've never got any kind of loot box or anything like that, so...
No, so these are crystals which you you buy the crystals with real money, and then you use those crystals to buy loot boxes, which can give you a chance to get something you need in order to craft a piece of gear.
So
Why is this not considered gambling?
Is this like a live-action version of free-to-play Android and ISO games?
Yes, it is, and it is also in a AAA release. So, happy fucking birthday to us.
Oh, on that.
Welcome to the future.
Have you seen the? Is it not 2K? Is it 2K Games that's the big parent company, or are they owned by? I can't remember.
But I think they're owned by someone.
Yeah, the main guys. So the people like under their umbrella falls GTA and Civilization, for example. Have said that in all their future games they want to have microtransactions.
But why though?
To make money. Why else?
Because gaming isn't about making money, it's about making an interesting experience.
It is if you're a corporate executive, though, isn't it?
Hasn't been about making an experience since like the 80s, 90s, when video games weren't the main popular thing.
This is why indie gaming is so good nowadays.
And there we go.
Hey, do you want to know a great game that came out recently that didn't have any DLC in it at all? Mario Odyssey.
Oh yeah.
It's single player.
That's only
Give it time, Rich. Give it time.
That's only because Nintendo don't understand how the internet works and couldn't release a DLC if they tried.
Have you seen their Pokemon?
Why is that a bad thing?
No, it's not. You're right.
Ability.
And Breath of the Wild is getting DLC. Yeah, fuck you.
All right. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I was just making a topical joke about Nintendo. Jeez.
Yeah.
Topical 3 years ago.
Yeah, the Animal Crossing mobile game is apparently going to have boatloads of microtransactions in it.
I only ever played the first Animal Crossing.
New Leaf is amazing.
And again,
Spoiler
I think
alert.
Jenny Phillips has still got my version of it.
Of what New
Because
Leaf?
I lent it... No, the original Animal Crossing. Because I lent it to a little sister. And I never got it back.
God, yeah.
We're saying we don't know where she is anymore. We'll have to use...
No, I see her occasionally at work.
Can't like... Well then, bloody tell her to give Ozzy his game back. just like storm up to her. Excuse me.
It's the only reason you go up to her.
It's like, hello, I know I haven't seen you in a while, but yeah, you still got this game.
Yeah. Ozzy wants it back.
I could randomly do that with somebody I went to college with. She still has my copy of the Zelda game, I think. I can't remember which one, but yeah, I could just go to her and go like, oi, you know this game I lent you back in 2007? Can I have that back, please? Or 2009 or whatever it was.
You shouldn't... No, you should just open with, where's my game?
Yeah.
It's like,
Not
Rich, I haven't seen you like 7 years.
Just go up to her.
Where's my
Legend
game?
of Zelda.
Where's my game, Chelsea?
Now.
Where's my game?
Ooh.
Yeah, also, the Stardew Valley... the Stardew Valley OST, all 74 tracks of it is available for $5.
Yeah, but then I could just YouTube it.
Yeah, but then Concerned Ape doesn't get the money.
Oh.
Yeah, but as you said yourself, Red Dwarf.
Anybody feel like we just turned over 2 pages at once?
Well, what were you going on about
That's too
with
sticky.
not supporting the official Red Dwarf release, and then we went into like a thing for like 5 minutes about how you have to support the official release.
Yeah, I know. I'm not actually going to torrent it. It's available online for free on the UK TV website. Why would I torrent
That's
it when I
true.
can do that?
For however long,
supported.
yeah, but true.
Oh my god, somebody's put a mustache on dog meat from Fallout 4 with a mod. Sorry.
Okay. Well, I think we've
On
reached
that
the end.
bombshell, I think we've
reached-
I think we jumped the shark on that one.
We've reached the end of our
Well-
time together.
I have got written down here in things that will undoubtedly be cut out of the podcast.
Thank you very much for watching to this podcast.
It's on YouTube, it works, it works.
Thank you so much for watching those little icons of our channels. Such a
And
riveting
also thank
video.
you for listening.
No, the thing is, I was going to, I always say thanks for watching on my videos, so I thought I'll say thanks for watching this podcast, because it's like a joke, because obviously you're listening to it. But then I said thanks for watching to this podcast, like English was my second language.
Yes, I also like watching to this podcast like what humans do with their human eyes.
Thank you for watching this podcast.
Fuck off.